What's up guys, it's Austin Mars TV back here with another video, and today we basically got a Mohawk for y'all, like a light burst type of Mohawk with like the ODELL Beckham dye on top. And this is my first time cutting his hair and all that, but he wants to keep the fade low, so I'm gonna make my guidelines pretty low compared to how I usually make them. But yeah, I'm only gonna show one side up in this video because it's basically the same thing, and if I showed y'all both sides I would just be wasting y'all's time when it's the exact same thing. So just watch one side and you'll be good, and just repeat the same steps on the other. So right here we got the wall senior and doing lever open like a half circle right above the ear, not going up too high like I said because he wants to grow his mohawk like wider and stuff. And then right here we're probably taking like a 3, I'm pretty sure this is a 3 closed, and removing the book or as high as the fade is gonna go. And the closer I get to where he wants to grow it out, the more I'm flicking it out and the more I'm barely touching the head. So with this guard, since it's going into the main top part of the head, you want to make sure you don't put in a guideline with this. As you can see right up there, I'm flicking out. And make sure you get some of the back of the mohawk too, because majority of the time like almost every barber I know, they leave the back pretty dark and don't fade it in as good. Even in this cut I think I kind of left it a little dark too. But yeah, right here we're just taking a 2 and blending it into the 3, and then right here we're about to take a 1/2, or not a 1/2, a 1 guard, which is a 1/8, and just go lever open right below that. So we're basically blending down from a 3, then to a 2, and then to a 1 open. And then as you go like a little bit lower, slowly close the lever until you reach about the guideline. And then right here we're gonna come in with the 1/16 guard, and right here I pushed up the blend some because I didn't want it too low, so it was kind of looking like too close to the ear, and it was just gonna be that little part behind the ear blender. So I brought up the blend with the 1/16 guard, or the half guard, whichever one you want to call it, and I'm just doing a lever open and close, like blending out any spots I see. It's basically like the finish and touch guard. And then multiple times in this video I'm going to go back in there with all the guards I used before, like the 1/8, the 2, and the 3, and like hit any spots, make the blend more smooth and all that. Like this is more of a like a burst blend, but you still want it to have a good transition in it. So you see right here I put back on the 3 guard, I believe, or the 2, and like trying to remove even more bulk so it doesn't look just light to dark transition. And from this angle it's going to look kind of like bulky at the top. Like I said, he wants to keep the bulk there to grow out his mohawk wider and stuff, but also when you look at it from different angles and stuff, it's not as bulky as it looks. So yeah, right here is the detail work. It's basically the most important part. Then right here we're gonna go in with the industry outliners and start his line. And then right here we're gonna go in with the industry outliners and start his line. But yeah, right here my camera died, and I had already did the front lining, like the little C cup and all that. Right now I'm just basically touching it up, like trying to make it more crisp and all that.
Wins.
So right here I just switched from a Canon 70D to my iPhone 7 Plus. Like I just didn't want to give up on this tutorial because this was overall a clean cut. Like in the end, I went back and even did more detail work, and also throughout the process I went over the line repeatedly, like trying to get the hairline straight and like as sharp as I could without adding any enhancements. So yeah, right here we're cleaning up any of the hairs like around the neckline and stuff, and then we're just gonna wipe him down and then pin up the front of his hair to prepare for the front liner. And then we're about to brush the hair down, which I didn't record. So that's one of the most important parts. Before you start the front lineup or any part of the lineup, brush the hair down. So right here we're doing his front line, and we start real low. Like you gotta know how to work with the hair, like keep it natural but defined at the same time, which is what I did here. Even though it looks like the hair is super light right there, when I came in with the entity outliner, it really brought out the line right there. Just like if you're cutting baby's hair, like most of the babies I cut their hair is real light, but whenever I start going over with the trimmer, it's actually hair there that you can really bring out and define. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Just start low, just learn how to work with the line. Like if you cut the person often, just learn how their hair type is and like where to line it up at and all that, and you should be good. So I'm probably going to be quiet for a while.
Wins.
Alright, so right here you want to always make sure you go back and spin the client around and make sure you got all of the hairs cut down real low, like around the liner and stuff. And then as you spin them around, also check out the blend and see if you see any extra lines in the fade, which is what I'm about to do here in a second. So yeah, as you can see right here, I'm looking at the fade. I saw something I could work on right there, so I brushed off any of the leftover hair. And now I'm really just looking at it from different angles to see what I can do to make the blend better. So yeah, it's always important to go back and detail, because that's how you get the cleanest cut possible. There's no perfect going over the steps the first time. There's always going to be some type of faint line or something you can go back over to make the cut better, or like the fade smoother. So yeah, just always make sure to go back over the work. That's the most important part in the end. So here goes the final results. Leave a like if this helped you out or you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already. But this is Austin Mars TV, and I'm out.